listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? That ass make a brother need crash insurance. The booty get any bigger, you gon' need.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Mamba. What's up, guys?
Not for long. I'm quitting.
Why? Can you turn me up a little bit, please? Can't hear shit. Thank you, sir.
Just don't want to do it anymore.
Why?
Because there's other parts of my life that I want to work on besides sitting in your basement for 3 hours.
So, what other parts of your life do you honestly think you are going to work on?
Do a lot of meditating,
And by that, you mean sleeping?
blogging. Yeah.
By blogging, you mean going on Facebook?
You mean posting shit on Facebook?
I want to try being a food critic.
By that, you mean eating pizza and burgers all day?
And
Yeah.
then talking about
And
how
critique
much
them.
you and critique them?
So, in other words,
There's other things I want to do.
In other words, you want to do absolutely nothing different
Yeah.
than what you already do.
It's
And-
not about
and-
what you do. It's the image you portray.
And how does this podcast stop you from eating pizza and sleeping? You realize this only takes up
Yeah.
2 hours a week?
No, it doesn't take up 2 hours.
Fine, let's 3.
Let's say 4.
Okay, 4.
Because
What are you gonna do in those 4 hours?
there's plenty I could do.
Like,
Like what?
Work on my novel.
You don't even read.
you don't know how to write.
I'm talking to a
A recorder.
recorder, and I'm gonna have
You don't even know how to
somebody-
talk.
Your memoirs?
And then I'm gonna have somebody put those words onto the computer for me.
like a stenographer?
Yes, yes.
You know those aren't free, right?
I gotta have my sister do it. I'll just have her type out.
She's not going to want to do that shit for you. She doesn't even like you.
If I pay her enough.
And where are you gonna get the money?
I got a job.
Not for long.
Yeah, my Bitcoin's going down. I don't have any more money.
Ooh, this is delicious.
So what are we drinking today?
We are drinking Hpnotiq and 7-Up.
For those that don't know,
It's
Junker,
blue.
what is Hpnotiq?
It's like a tropical fruit liqueur.
Is that what it's considered?
It's
a
from like
liqueur?
90s. Yeah, I think so. Let me look. I'll grab the bottle. For those of our YouTube viewers, look, I got the bottle right here. It's this like bluish, like
It looks like antifreeze.
yeah,
It
exactly.
tastes like it too.
It's from France. Hpnotiq with a Q.
When was it popular?
You know what? I just realized today that there's no Y. I always thought it was HY.
No, it's
It's just
Hpnotiq.
HP. I never noticed that until today.
It's liqueur, imported from France. It says a refreshing blend of premium French vodka, exotic fruit juices, and a touch of cognac.
Do you think it's actually from France, or do they just?
Yeah,
put
it says right here, produced and bottled in France.
Yeah, it is.
It's imported by Wingard Imports, Bardstown, Kentucky.
So it has to go through Kentucky, huh?
Yep.
It's probably made there in a bathtub.
Yep.
It's not moonshine.
Why do you think it tastes so good? So I got a
Just
little
add Kool-Aid.
I got a little history of Hpnotiq, and just to give you guys an idea, Hpnotiq was like really big. I remember when I was in high school.
During when?
This was in the aughts.
Oh, the odds. Okay.
And judging by the history, it is very fitting as to why it was so popular in the aughts. So Hpnotiq was created in 2001 by Raphael Jacobi.
Do you think he's just like straight fucking bitches, like left and right?
Well, hold on. He was a young entrepreneur and college dropout living with his parents.
Nice.
So when you think of young entrepreneur living with your parents, do you think he was like shilling Herbalife or something?
Probably. Like, I wonder how he pitched this.
Hold on. Speaking of, before quick tangent.
All right.
Herbalife. I was watching Mexican soccer the other day, and they had Herbalife as a sponsor.
Really?
On one of the teams.
LA Galaxy's like one of their main ones too.
Oh yeah.
Isn't-
Dude, they have deep pockets.
Doesn't that make them legit?
Isn't it because
No,
like,
that does not make them legit.
Oh, okay.
isn't
just
it
checking.
because they like target
They do.
Like Hispanics,
Yeah.
they don't know any better.
I mean,
That's racist, Mamba.
No, they don't.
it's sad, but that is true.
Yeah.
Like they're a large of their marketing goes towards low income Hispanic.
Does your mom
Hispanic families.
have any Herbalife?
No, my mom doesn't. I don't think she would. I don't know. I think she understands like anything where she has to sell. And it's not only that, but like you have to buy
Yeah.
a certain amount. I'm sure, like, because I know one of my cousins did it for a while, and he had to obviously quit because he ended up with just a room full of Herbalife that he couldn't sell, and he had to keep buying it every month.
Damn.
And that's what it is.
I think that's some advice. If you're ever going to go into a business opportunity or a job and they're like, all right, if you just buy this or pay us this, you might want to avoid it.
Yeah. Or if someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, how would you like to be your own boss?" Oh, it sounds great, right? Mamba, would you like to be your own boss?
I definitely would.
All right. So if you want to be your own boss,
But I also don't trust myself with those responsibilities.
so if you want to be your own boss, what if I told you that you could work for me, work under me, being your own boss and making money?
So I would answer to you,
Yes, but you'd be your own boss.
but I would only answering to myself first.
Exactly.
What do I have to do?
Well, it's called have you heard of multi-level marketing?
I'm going to pretend like I have.
So yeah, if you ever if you're on Facebook and you got some guy on there who's wearing a suit in his profile picture, and then for occupation he puts CEO of my business. And yeah, chances are he probably shills some kind of like
Or
fit tea or
Yeah, or all this promotional like, oh, attend this seminar. It's a leader learning. Event.
like a leadership learning something.
Yeah, or if they say things like, "Oh, me and my team are striving
Yeah.
to reach our goals,"
Or they're always posting those motivational captions, or like 5 a.m, like while you guys are sleeping, I'm getting my grind on.
Yeah.
Team no sleep, team like some other bullshit. You know what's funny? You know those seminars that they have like for those leadership, or they have these sales seminars. They have to pay to go to those.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
That's
you're
what the fuck is that's like?
so the
how-
person that's running that event, that's how they're making their money,
yeah.
by you paying them, and then he tells you like, yeah, if you just believe in yourself,
Yeah.
you can achieve anything.
You can achieve anything.
Yeah.
You have to like believe in yourself, and as long as you get 10 people to sign up, and then they get 10 people to sign up, and you'll be rich.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this guy's like,
All right, now pay the 150
yeah,
bucks.
pay my fee.
It's like I don't understand how that is not like an automatic.
How
What the
people
fuck?
don't realize it.
So back to
Like when they say like their goal is all I want to do is motivate people and help them reach their goals. No, you don't. You want to get paid.
Yeah.
Just fucking lie to me.
Everyone's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like you're not.
Don't
What is it?
piss on my feet
And then tell me it's raining.
Yeah, I know better.
Exactly.
so more about Hpnotiq.
So back to Hpnotiq.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so Raphael Jacobi, a young entrepreneur, college dropout, living with his parents, who after seeing a blue perfume at Bloomingdale's decided to create a blue liqueur. Nick Storm, a Yonkers, New York native who had spent 6 years in the music industry, met Jacobi through a mutual friend, partnered with him to promote it. Jacobi and Storm failed to sell the concept to major beverage manufacturers. So, running out of money, the two took the drink to the streets by pestering the city's clubs and bars to sell it through a series of promotional events at parties, which utilized Storm's music industry contacts. The big break finally came when hip-hop impresario Sean Diddy Combs agreed to sell the drink at his restaurants. And the rest is history. So you can
That
think
seems like something that,
Diddy would...
he would shell.
Yep.
He would be a shill for that. So basically, that one guy went from selling mixtapes to selling Hpnotiq.
Yeah. And the other guy went from shilling Herbalife to
Yeah.
Hpnotiq. But Diddy moved up. Now he's like shilling Ciroc.
Yeah. Never tried it. I heard it's all right.
It's all right. It's overpriced. But so yeah, I remember house parties back in the aughts when I wasn't even 21, but Hpnotiq was all the rage. Junker, you all right over there?
No, I'm dying.
Well, can you do it quieter?
Okay, sorry.
When I see somebody who enjoys this, like Hpnotiq, I imagine a Hispanic girl with very arched eyebrows,
That is very racist, Mamba.
Very racist.
oversized hoop earrings,
Well, you know what they say, right?
and what?
The bigger the hoop.
The bigger the hoe.
Whoa, I was not going to say
I said
that.
bigger the hole of the hoop.
I was going to say the bigger the earlobe, but damn, Mamba.
Mamba, you're racist.
You're just taking
It's
it to
not-
another level.
It's not racist. If it's true. What type of people drink Hpnotiq? Or
Classy French people
which
like us.
type of people enjoy Hpnotiq?
That's true. I actually, I went to, last week I went to Cooper's Hawk. For those who don't know, Cooper's Hawk is a, it's
I
a
went there.
restaurant.
I went there too.
And
I went there first. Some would say that I'm a trailblazer.
You are. You're a pioneer.
Yeah,
You're a regular pioneer.
Because it
Mamba.
didn't exist like years before you went there.
Yeah.
I like to get my credit where credit is due.
Well, unfortunately, I am not MasterCard.
Ah,
I am not Visa. I am not Discover. So don't ask me for credit.
anyways, what happened at Cooper's Hawk?
Yeah, I mean at Cooper's Hawk, it's like a wine shop and restaurant, or it's a restaurant that sells wine, but they sell like all kinds of like fancy wine. Like you're not gonna get Hpnotiq there.
Are those kind of girls that like Hpnotiq?
Yes.
That
I'll put it up so our YouTube viewers can see what Mama's talking about.
just curious, how did you get to that picture? Like, what did you Google?
Don't worry about what I googled. I googled hoop earrings. And that's
All right,
what
all
came
right,
up.
all right.
I googled.
All right, I'm not gonna ask you exactly what you Googled. I'm gonna just use my imagination. I'm pretty sure I'm right. But
He Googled
did,
snow
did-
bunnies.
Did you get exactly what you expected?
Yes. I googled Hpnotiq fans.
Oh God. All right. Well, this is the Hpnotiq demographic.
He Googled Hpnotiq models.
So anybody who wants to see what we're talking about, go to our YouTube page, go to our podcast, and you'll see the picture.
Of Hpnotiq aficionados.
Yep. Or a Hpnotiq aficionado.
Yes.
So how did Cooper's Hawk go?
It was really good. I mean, it's kind of like a upscale, nice restaurant.
It's
Dine in.
like a wine specialty.
Yeah, they specialize in wine.
We have a bottle upstairs. That's for next episode.
But for this episode,
The good stuff?
so yeah, so one thing I learned, when you eat out at like fancy places, and look, I don't mean to be racist, but we all know that certain demographics are known for certain things, right? I mean, it's no secret.
You're saying like the
Nope, I'm not saying anything. but I don't know. It's just I think that Caucasian people just have a gift for complaining and getting like
the gift of gab.
they have the gift of gab. Like I think out of all the complainers in every race, Caucasians get the highest ROI for
Return on
per capita. I'm not even sure if I'm using that right. Per complaint per capita.
would it be return or would it be ROC? Return on complaints.
There we go.
Are you saying that Caucasian people, specifically the women, will never hesitate to ask for the manager?
They will never hesitate. And I know this because I worked in retail for many, many, many years. And you know those memes with the mom with that short hair, with the glasses,
The mom from
with the capri
John and
pants.
Kate.
Yes.
+8.
Yes.
So Kate.
Yes.
The bob haircut.
And the oversized sunglasses, carrying two kids with capri pants and some Keds.
Going through Target.
Yep. 95% chance she will ask for a manager. And she will complain. And
She'll probably get what she wants.
yeah, and I can tell you from working in the industry that 9 times out of 10, they get exactly what they want.
So did somebody complain at Cooper's Hawk when you went?
Well, it wasn't like a frivolous complaint because we get there and the server's nice. Server's like, oh, welcome to Cooper's Hawk. Have you been here before? Goes over the specials, yada yada, and then he's like, oh, just so you know, we're out of bread. 'Cause, they bring bread to the table.
Pretzel bread.
which is good. I've had it before, and it is good. Is it
It's
not
like
good, Mamba?
It's like
'Cause I went there.
pretzel buns, but not.
It's
Similar, yeah. Just bread. It's fucking bread.
it's
junkyard.
fucking free bread, basically.
All places have free bread. I just want.
Well, no, not every place. Cooper's Hawk did not have free bread that day. So we get there like, oh, he's like, just so you know, I apologize, we're out of bread. And we're like, oh, well, I mean, I honestly, whatever. I mean, it's fucking bread. No one's gonna.
It's free.
It's free. I mean, I'm not gonna complain.
If it was Red Lobster, you'd complain.
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah, because that's the only reason why people go to Red
People only
Lobster.
go there for that.
Whenever I like drive past, my girlfriend lives next to a Red Lobster, and whenever we drive by, I'm like, ooh, Red Lobster. She's like, ugh. Like, I'm not going there because I like the food. I just want the cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
You silly bitch.
So whatever. They're out of bread. We order our food. Everything's good. Everything's going fine. And it's time for dessert. Mm-hmm. So, the guy's like, oh, he's like, oh, let me bring you a dessert menu. So, the server brings the dessert menu. We go over. And there's a group of, there's 5 of us. And we're like, oh, let's...
so you went to dinner.
No, of course not.
He went to go get some food
I went to get food.
at
like-
dinner time.
Yeah.
Sounds like dinner to me.
Nope. No dinner was had.
Just like you went-
I had food.
Just like when you went to Cooper's Hawk, you went.
Yeah, did you
you
go
went
to
for
dinner?
dinner.
No, I just went to go get food, and more people happened to be there that I knew.
Well, that's exactly
Okay.
That's exactly what happened to me. So the first thing we're gonna order, we're looking at the menu. We're like, ooh, that salted caramel creme brulee, with fresh berries, flaky sea salt. That sounds delicious.
Oh, we're out of that.
Exactly. He's like, oh, we actually don't have that. Oh, what?
Which one did you go to? Cooper's Hawk.
There's more than one.
Yeah.
There's one in
couple.
Oak Park.
And where's?
There's one in Oak Park. There's
Yeah,
one,
no,
that one
There's
sounds
one
too
in
close.
Oak Lawn.
I think that one.
There's also one in
Also-
in Orland, I believe.
No, I think Orland. Orland, yeah.
Side
because it was way south.
I'm going to do a side story really quick.
Yeah.
I went to Cooper's Hawk like a week ago with my family. It was me and my girlfriend, my mom and my little sister, and then my other sister and her husband and her kid. So we all said Oak Lawn. I don't know where my sister got the idea
Oak Park.
of Oak Park.
That sounds similar.
Yeah, it does sound similar, but multiple people told her at Oak Lawn. So
She
me and
shows
my
up at Oak Park.
me and my girlfriend get down there, and we meet up with my mom. And I was like, "Where's my sister at?" And my mom was like, "She's not coming." I'm like, "Why? What happened?" She's like, "She called me because I asked her where she was, and she sounded so sure of herself. She's like, I'm right here. I'm turning right on Chicago. Chicago's all the way up north." My mom's like, "Chicago? Chicago's a street in Chicago." If for those who don't know, and she's like, "Chicago."
It's a street that's very far from the destination.
Yeah. She's like, "Where are you at?" She's like, "I'm in Oak Park. I'm going to Cooper's Hawk." She was like, "We're in Oak Lawn." And my sister's like, "Oh." My mom was like, "Don't even bother coming. You're like an hour away. Forget it." So that was hilarious.
You had your chance.
All right, so these are the locations: Oak Lawn,
Okay, we don't-
Burr Ridge, Orland Park, Naperville, Arlington Heights, Countryside, Wheeling, South Barrington, Maryville, and Oak Park.
Okay, I think it was Orland
Okay.
or Burr Ridge.
I just want to make sure that I don't go that one because they have nothing.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, they had nothing.
So they didn't have the creme brulee.
So they had no creme brulee. We're like, all right, you know what? Fine. At this point, I mean, normally I'd be like, whatever. Then what? I'll get something else. So then we're like, ooh, how about we get the caramel banana bread sundae with caramelized banana, vanilla ice cream, rum, caramel, and candied walnuts. They're like, ooh,
Basically anything with caramel.
no, we have no bananas.
Could you have got it without the bananas?
I mean, I don't.
It doesn't work like that,
Yeah,
sir.
It comes all together.
Exactly. It's like, no, we will not adulterate our desserts. So like, oh, we're out of bananas.
I gotta ask my
Ooh.
manager.
So at this point, obviously at this point, they already had no bread.
Uh-huh.
That was strike one. Then the creme brulee, that's strike two. So this was obviously strike three.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what happened next?
You did not complain.
Somebody-
I did not complain.
Somebody
but
in your party.
somebody in my party who happens to be very Caucasian
Uh-huh.
decided female. She decided. Well, I don't want to assume she's Caucasian. She's very light skinned.
Okay.
She decided. Well, she didn't decide, but we're like, okay, maybe it's time to speak to a manager.
Did you
And-
say that, or did she say
Well, I
that?
thought about it, but I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything. if I talk to them, they're not gonna give me shit.
They're like, bitch, get
They're
back
like-
in the kitchen.
Exactly. They're like, what are you doing here? There's a pile of dishes that need to be washed. Who let you out? So So I'm like, so I told her, I'm like, maybe you should do the talking. So, she's got the gift of gab, and she usually yields the highest ROI for complaints. So sure enough, the manager came, and the manager's like, oh, I'm sorry, I heard that they had some issues. It's like, and he tried to explain like what happened was we ordered, and like I guess he's like, but he's being nice, right? He's not being a dick. He's like, you know what, this is what happened. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I apologize. This is not your fault. Like, there's nothing to do with you guys. It's obviously on us. We should have had it. We should have communicated better. Yada yada. He's like, I understand. He said that we're out of the creme brulee and we're out of the banana sundae and we're out of the bread. He's like, but if you want, like, I can, like, if you guys want any other desserts, they're on the house. So just whatever you guys want to get. And then he's like, may I recommend the banoffee pie, which is graham cracker crust, banana, toffee filling, and fresh whipped cream. I'm like, I thought you were out of bananas. And he's like, okay, let me explain. We are out of bananas, but this particular dessert already comes with the bananas. So what I meant to say was we are out of fresh bananas. We don't have any fresh bananas.
I gotcha.
So we're like, and then obviously,
I would have said, can't you just put the bananas from
that
dessert?
Well, it's probably like a cream, isn't it? A banana cream.
Yeah, because it's a banana cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the cream's already made.
So
and
it's already made.
They're out of fresh bananas.
He said it's already
Sunday,
made.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would have been smart. Yeah, can you just scrape off those bananas and put them in the other dessert? So anyway,
can you like Frankenstein the different desserts that have what we want?
Come on,
and put it together.
Just make it. Look, man, this is what I want. You know what?
Make it happen.
You know what she should have just said? She should have been like, look, this is what we want. Just make it work. Make it work. So anyway, she's telling the manager like, hey, we came in with the bread and then the desserts and this and that. And he's like, and she's like, she has that membership that.
Oh, the wine membership.
Oh yeah. Yeah, her and her cousin, they both have it.
So they get wine every month.
They get the wine every month, and it was like 5 of us, and they also had credits on their on their card and stuff.
Did she threaten to like end her
Cancel
membership?
No, I don't think she threatened that, but she did give him a good.
Did she allude to?
She gave him a stern talking to. Like she's like, I expected better out of it. I come here pretty often. I've been to other ones, and I expect a higher standard when I come here. So basically, she shamed that manager. That manager was ashamed of himself. So anyway, he brings us the dessert, and gives us the free dessert, and so we're eating the dessert, and there's fresh bananas like underneath. I was like, I didn't want to say it. At that point, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say it. Whatever. We got the free dessert.
Yeah.
And but yeah, he was apologetic, and he did hook us up though. Like he gave us I think he gave us a discount on the bill. I can't say how much because it was. I guess it was.
Was it you signed like a non-disclosure
agreement?
agreement?
We all had to sign an NDA because it was just like the savings were too great. So I can't say how much he took off the bill, otherwise it will violate the NDA.
Right, but he took off a good amount.
And then I have to pay that amount back to Cooper's Hawk.
Yeah.
And, so I can't, due to contractual reasons, I can't disclose how much we got off the bill. But let's just say that, I mean, it was a very good amount. So it was the equivalent to going to Applebee's with a gift certificate.
Oh, so are you guys glad that? I would have been glad that they were out of that stuff.
I was like, man, I wonder what else we could have ordered that they were out of to complain some more.
Yeah.
Anything with bananas.
Anything with bananas they don't have, or bread.
Do you guys ever like go to places and complain? Or
I've never complained.
I mean, I think the last time I did complain was I complained to Ticketmaster. I think I told you that story.
You guys told the story. The last thing I complained about was T-Mobile. Well, I don't complain. I just mentioned.
Did you complain to T-Mobile how you're under contract and you can't unlock your phone?
No.
And they lied to you?
No.
How's your phone? Is it still unlocked? Or locked?
It's good.
It's locked, though, right?
No, it's good.
Can you unlock it? Oh, you can't.
I can't. No, maybe I did it, but because of my NDA, I signed with T-Mobile. I cannot disclose.
That is a goddamn lie. Your phone is locked as fuck.
I can't disclose.
You are under a contract hard as fuck.
Nope. Yeah, I'm under a non-disclosure agreement, like a contract.
It's like a contract.
I can't disclose whether my phone is locked or unlocked.
We already know it's locked.
Since Tony got a really long story, can I get a really long story?
You got 2 minutes. Go.
No, I need at least 10 minutes.
All right, can we do Urban Dictionary word of the day real quick?
All right, go.
This
No,
one's hilarious.
He got 20 minutes
You'll
uninterrupted.
Okay, you'll get your story after the Urban Dictionary word.
Yeah.
of the day.
I want it now. Or else I'm not going to talk the rest of the episode.
No, but Mama, you can't think of it like that. Think of it as like I'm like the warm up. I'm like the guy that opens up.
Yeah, he's the opening.
I'm the opening act. You're the closer.
And so you're Hannibal Buress. He's the opening act. I'm the band that comes before Hannibal.
So
And I'll do the Urban Dictionary, and then you'll be
people
the
don't-
main event.
Yeah, people don't tune in for us.
Why don't we just
They tune in for you.
make this his fucking show?
Mambo, our listeners don't tune in for me or Junkyard. They tune in for you.
Yeah.
You guys
You're
really-
the star.
And if you give up all your material in the beginning, they're gonna just stop listening.
You
Yeah.
guys mean that?
We do
Of
be
course,
that.
I don't
You
fucking
guys
mean that.
think that's true?
You know, goddamn well, it's not true.
Go with your word of the day.
All right, today's Urban Dictionary word of the day is Wendy Williams.
Ooh. I know Wendy Williams, but I didn't know there was a term.
Yes, there's a term.
Somebody that's I'm gonna say it's making fun of her figure.
Is it a noun or a verb?
It's a noun
Pronoun. Okay, it's a noun. Okay.
Okay,
or a pronoun.
I'm
Maybe.
gonna say it's making fun of her figure because she has gigantic fake breasts, but the body of like a 10-year-old Cambodian boy. So
No, usually there's a lot of names on Urban Dictionary. Names like up the ass, and they're all pretty stupid ass like definitions. But this one's fucking hilarious.
okay,
All right, you guys give up? That's not it.
okay.
So the definition of Wendy Williams is it's a noun. It says the first definition is what you get when a man mates with or fucks a horse.
Oh God.
Number 2, the product of someone who has had a sex change. Example, from man to woman. Definition number 3, the product of someone who has had a species change. Example, from human into a horse.
Wow.
Kind of like a humanoid, like Alex Jones was talking about.
Oh, that brings me another question.
And number 4, a transvestite.
What's the definition or the in a sentence?
So, in a sentence, Wendy Williams is an interesting creature.
Jeez, whoever wrote this really hates Wendy Williams.
Yes, whoever wrote
And
this.
for good reason. She's the worst.
I mean, I've never really seen her show, but I don't. Is she really that bad?
I don't watch a show either, but I always see like articles about how she's always bashing other people, but she's really ugly.
So, anyway,
And,
whenever you guys say Wendy Williams, you'll hear that.
Speaking of human horse hybrids, I got a question.
Okay.
That's a question I thought of a couple weeks ago, but Wendy Williams just reminded me of it. What do you guys like? I know they're not real, but if a centaur exists, for those who don't know, centaur is
Half man, half horse.
let me specify. It's not like some guy with a horse, like a human body and a horse head. That's ridiculous. It is a man with a human
Torso.
upper torso and then the legs and the lower body of a horse. So when a centaur runs, do you think their human arms swing too? Or do they just like kind of hang? Because they don't really need to.
No, I think they swing.
No, I don't think they swing.
Why not?
Because they don't
No.
need to swing.
They don't need to swing for a moment because it's all like he has 4 hooves.
Okay, you're right. He doesn't, you know, hey, I got it. I got the answer. He doesn't swing his arms because he does have 4. He does this like he's riding a horse. Because his back is a horse.
So he pretends like he's riding a horse
Even though he is a horse.
because he is a horse.
So like the human part takes over and does
Yeah.
that. with
Didn't
his
we have
hands.
this discussion or a centaur discussion?
Did we?
I don't know. Maybe
I think-
maybe early podcast days.
I think we did it. We might have.
I don't know.
Remember we were wondering, do centaurs have 2 sets of rib cages?
Oh, okay.
Oh, human rib cages.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta have
Yeah,
the-
they would. He would because
Yeah.
Because
he's
he's
got the upper
upper-
body rib cage and the
Or
bottom
else he
rib
would just
cage.
fall over like Jello.
Yeah, he has
So
to have 2 rib cages.
He has to have 2.
Does that mean he has
to have
2? Does that mean he has 2 sets of lungs?
Or does he
Exactly.
have
And which organs are where?
or does he have like just one gigantic rib cage? But then he wouldn't be able to move.
No,
right?
he needs to have 2. I think he has to have 2.
Yeah, he would have
rib
to have
cages.
2 rib cages.
And then his heart would be in which rib cage?
I
Probably
think
the
he
top
would
one.
have had.
But you think no? I think
He would have to have multiple hearts.
It would have to be on the
2
bottom half
hearts.
because the bottom half is like double the size
Yeah, but
to pump all that blood.
but all species only have 1 heart, regardless.
That's
of
true.
how
But
big
like
they are.
I'm saying, if,
I think there's species with multiple hearts.
I don't
yeah,
think so.
dude. I
Look,
think
Google it.
Yeah, I think cows have like 8 of them. Wait, that's stomachs.
No, that's stomachs.
Fuck, I was close. No,
Yeah, but the heart is in the stomach, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
no. I'm pretty sure there's species with multiple hearts. I think like what is it like whales? Gotta have. There's no way a whale has only 1 heart.
Cephalopod.
Oh, junkyard! You would know all about being a cephalopod.
Yeah, squid and octopus usually have 3 hearts.
Okay.
So how many hearts do you have, junkyard?
I have like 20.
Since you're a cephalopod.
I have 20.
For those that don't know, a cephalopod is a creature with no spine, no backbone.
I have 20, and they all belong to my wife. Oh, isn't that sweet?
My wife.
My wife. I've been looking for that soundbite, and I can't find it.
Dude, just tell me which episode, and just
All of the episodes.
That's true. My wife.
And for those of you who don't know, that's from Married at First Sight. Ryan ran alone. He had this hardcore Long Island accent. He'd
Yep.
say, "My wife."
He said, "My wife."
That answers my centaur inquiry.
So you had
So-
else, you had a long story to
So
tell us.
how do you think they wear pants? Do they wear pants just on the bottom half? Like
They don't wear
the back
pants.
two
Or do they
legs
wear like a long
Or-
pair of pants that?
that goes all the way to the top, the front legs, and then just the arms are still.
They don't wear pants,
No, I'm saying if they were.
but they
Yeah.
don't.
If they had some decency.
So basically, no, because obviously centaurs existed back when
Unicorns existed.
back when like they didn't have like
They have
these-
centaurs in North Korea.
back when they didn't have like
If
you
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 didn't
had you had to be politically correct, but now like you can't just walk out naked. Back then I guess you could, so centaurs were okay back then. But now if centaurs did exist today, do you think that their pants would have 4 legs or just 2?
4.
I think it would just have 2 because all it has to do is cover the dick, right?
Yeah, just cover the dick. And what a dick that is.
It's got a horse dick.
That's it, yeah.
You think if centaurs were real and like walking around with the rest of us, you think they get more girls because they'd have big ass dicks? They'd be like, man, look
I'm
at that
pretty sure
centaur.
'cause there's-
he got
there-
that big old dick.
I mean, if you go on the dark web, how many like girls are trying to fuck horses as they are now?
That's true.
So obviously there is a demographic for it.
And how many men are trying to fuck horses and have Wendy Williams?
Mr. Hands. For those that don't know, you're better off not knowing. Don't ever Google Mr. Hands.
So what was your long story, Mamba?
I don't feel like telling it anymore.
All right, let's get to our emails.
Okay, I'll tell it. All right. So so what do I? It's gonna be a really long story, but I'm gonna get the bullet points. Bullet points.
How many bottles of the Hpnotiq do we have?
Just the rest of that one.
It's
One more?
Do we have more 7-Up?
Yeah, upstairs.
It's actually not that bad.
I can ask my lovely wife to bring us more
Yes.
7 Up.
Yes, if you could do that, please.
Yes.
I think it's growing on me.
What do you get? You're gonna text her? No. Don't you have a bell you can ring?
No, I don't.
Oh. Anyways, so long story short,
The bell doesn't ring in Spanish.
I live in an apartment with my family. It's a small apartment. It's like 2 bedrooms. I don't even have my own room. I sleep in like a cot, like a Harry Potter cot. But so my mom not recently, it's been a while. It's been like since the summer. I guess she's been dating this guy. And I don't believe in karma, but fate probably felt like I deserved it for talking shit about Puerto Rican people so much. Because Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So he's Puerto Rican, and he would come over to the house every once in a while. He's cool. He's a nice guy. I don't have a problem with him. The problem is that once it started getting cold, I don't know what his living situation is, but I guess my mom doesn't like going over his house. So he's been staying over our house a lot. But it's not like just when she's there. He has a key now, so he'll come over by himself. So I had a problem with it. I had an issue with it. And I told my mom, and she was like, it's not your apartment. I'm like, all right, bitch. So I was really upset, but I got over it. The other day, I noticed that my clippers were in a place that I don't usually move them. I was like, maybe somebody moved them out the way.
Your clippers, eh?
Yeah.
And he still had a beard the next day.
No. So I was like, okay, maybe he used them. I want to see if he used them. So I put them in another place out of the way so nobody would move them. So a couple days later, I noticed that not only were they moved, but they had a guard on them.
Like
So-
like a genital guard?
Maybe. The point is, so I'm like, he's been using my clippers. That's weird.
For those who don't know, present company excluded. What's a guard?
You put them on a pair of clippers so you can cut a certain amount of hair.
Oh, okay.
Like, you can block it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was like, man, he's been using my clippers, and I was like, I shave my dick with these.
Hey, man. It's
I don't know why he didn't ask. Why he just assumed he could use them. But those are my dick clippers. So I texted my mom. I'm like, hey, is your boyfriend? I was like, I think your boyfriend's been using my clippers. She was like, okay, I'll talk to him. I'm like, just so you know, I use those to shave certain parts of my body, and I put certain in quotation marks. And she was like, OMG. I was like, and if you don't know what certain means, I'm talking about my genitals. She was like, I got it.
I got it the first time.
But I don't know. I just want to tell this story because I felt good. Because I didn't like him encroaching on my space. And now, hopefully, he knows that he encroached too much. Now he probably has some of my pube hairs somewhere on his body.
So he encroached, but you encroached.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was straight off the dome.
So
He's a nice guy.
Hey, does he make you breakfast?
He sometimes asks me if I want food.
How does he offer you breakfast?
Hey, John, you want some food?
he's gay.
No, he's Puerto Rican.
Oh.
He's dating he's obviously he wouldn't be.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that. You just might
That's
need,
true.
Just might need a place to live. I don't know. What were you saying?
But that's good though. Your mom's happy though?
She seems happy.
No, she's not as happy as she would be with other people, Tony.
I mean, that's not my business. I'm just
I mean, I would assume she's not as
I
happy.
was not gonna go there at all. I was just
Speaking of people who aren't happy, Junker's wife just walked in.
She's bringing us the 7-Up
Nice,
because she's a wonderful person, a beautiful, loving wife that loves me unconditionally.
well, obviously, she wouldn't be here.
And she brought you guys 7-Up. Say thank you.
Thank you.
That was for them. Es para ellos.
Gracias. Es para el Hpnotiq.
Fine.
Sí. All right.
Has your wife talked about leaving you yet?
No, she loves me.
Yeah, but doesn't she miss her home?
No, do you want to hear? You want more? Hypno?
Yeah, probably. Let me just finish this and then I want to.
Doesn't she miss her family?
I am her family, motherfucker.
Doesn't she miss her real family?
Well, we already know that you are a family. You were her family before you married her.
That's true.
Such a dick.
You were always family.
But, you know, her immediate family.
Dude, get him off you. He's coming at your head, dog. You gonna let him get away with that?
It's all right. Everybody gets one.
Ooh, he's saying he's giving you charity.
Now you know how it feels, Junkyard.
Bro,
Now you know how it feels.
Called you a charity case, bro. You gonna let him get away with that?
Huh? Oh, he can have it. He needs it. He needs it.
He's saying you need charity. You gonna let him get away with
Why are
that?
you instigating? All right, let's get to our emails because we got a lot of them. So let's run through them. All right. So this is from our friend Pikachu, and he says, "Why?" So he sent this to us a while ago, and the last episode, I kind of forgot to read it. So he says, "Hello, you non-consistent bastards. I'm sick and tired of your irregular upload schedule. I don't pay shit to listen to your podcast, but if I did, this email would be much, much more offensive. Cheers. Your pal, Pikachu."
And it probably would be a lot more in caps lock too.
It also
Yeah.
says your pal, Mr. Pikachu, so
Yeah.
you should probably get that right.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Your pal, Mr. Pikachu.
No, you said just Pikachu.
Oh, my bad. Mr. Pikachu.
I apologize.
So not only is he right
I apologize.
about our inconsistency, but you actually failed to read that last time.
So, yeah, I did fail to read that last time. And then he sent us this email. Very disappointed. You didn't read my email. You lied. You said many time that you'll read all the emails that are sent, but yet you neglected mine. Definitely unsubscribing now. Fuck you assholes. Sincerely, Pika.
He ain't fucking going nowhere. Although we did say, in his defense, we did say we're gonna read every email.
Yeah, we never said when
never
we were going
said
to read those emails.
When? I
We-
mean, we'll
we
eventually
read
get
it.
to it. We read
Yeah.
it. We'll get to it when we get to it.
It's because, see, we got so many emails that it's hard to, like,
Yeah, you know, heavy lies the crown.
yeah, we can't read all of them at
Yeah,
once.
it's
Also-
the price of fame. This is
With
fame.
all due respect, Pikachu, Mr. Pikachu, this is how socialism works. It's free. It's not always reliable.
socialism.
You know, you don't pay for it. So we give it to you when we want to. You could shut up.
You're gonna take it.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it.
I'm just joking. Thank you for listening, Mr. Pikachu.
Yes, please don't unsubscribe.
Please don't.
You are a large percentage of our audience.
Is that the I know what that is.
So that says. So our next email is from a listener by the name of Juan. He says, "Greetings. Watched NKOTP for the first time and thought that Junkyard kind of looks like Eddie Reyes from Taking Back Sunday."
I was gonna say that. Well, no, you don't. Oh, now you do. Okay. In the second.
There it is.
And it says, that is all. Thank you. And he sent us pictures of Eddie Reyes.
Okay, so there's clearly a before and after photo.
Go up.
The before, maybe not so much.
Yeah, but that one go down.
The after photo,
Dude, like I think he got it. Like, that's like,
a spitting image of
if
you.
If you would have, was that a fedora? If you would have put on a fedora, you know, yeah, dude, he got it, dude. Like the facial hair, the double chin.
Is there any way that you could show the viewers?
I have to look it up because this is from another browser. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well, forget it then. It's going to make it harder. Just look up a fat guy wearing a fedora.
Exactly. That's all you need.
That's junkyard.
That's what you're gonna get. All right. What's the next email?
All right. Our next email is. Hold on. Oh, we got a couple more, guys. A couple more. Is actually not just any email. This is something special from someone very special. Someone that has his own music.
Segment. Pancho segment. Pancho segment.
So, Pancho says, annual sabbatical. How's it hanging, bros? Low, I hope. Side note, that's a quote from Observe and Report, and if you haven't watched it already, I highly recommend it. Anyway.
I don't think it's just from Observer. People say that pretty often.
I don't think they invented it.
Yeah, they didn't invent it.
Yeah, they did. You obviously don't know what you're talking about.
No, people say that. I'm like, hey, how's it hanging? They're like, low. It's a very common joke.
Nah, bro, it's from that movie. Anyway, I was a bit behind on episodes and want to let you know that I didn't go Data 5000 on you all at the end of December and early January. The Fam Bam and I go on a vacation every year around that time. So, Tony, I didn't go Pennywise on you all and slip into hibernation. I was actually in Hawaii for a few weeks.
Hold on. Pennywise is from
It.
And he hibernates every 27 years. Or he sleeps for 27 years. I know you didn't know that. Continue.
I did not.
Continue.
So it says...
But I don't like the fact that you assumed that I didn't.
I already knew that you didn't know.
I don't like the fact that
it was a movie from the 90s, and it was a horror movie.
Recreated or redone this year. Or last
I
year.
would appreciate you just asking me, like, hey, but do you know what he's talking about? Like,
I saw some confusion in your eyes.
I was not confused.
The movie was before 2001, Tony didn't see it.
Whatever, just read the fucking email.
All right. So it says, I was actually in Hawaii for a few weeks, and let me tell you, I hate living in Chicago now. Why the hell do we put up with the long-ass winter and not move to a warmer location? Seriously, why? Moving on. You all hear about that bogus missile threat they got in Hawaii? I was there a week earlier, but I bet I'd do exactly like most Hawaiians did during and after the crisis. Be with family a while. I thought I was about to die. And when I learned I was safe, I would have hit up my nearest mobile device to check out some X videos and then proceed to wank it for a good 5 minutes. I'd probably then hit up a bar and get nice and toasty.
I don't think you have that long when there's a missile.
No, he said after he found out that the missile was fake.
Out?
Yeah, he thought he was going to die. And he says, if JYD were in those shoes, I bet he'd hit up his nearest MMA website and finger himself. Tony would have felt like he got a second lease on life and withdrawn funding from his crypto riches to get his hair transplant.
That's not funny. It was funny when he was making fun of you guys.
And Mamba would have Uber Eats 2 McPick 2s because why not?
I would have done that anyway.
Think I'm spot on? If not, let me know. What would you have done in that stitch? Anyway, that's all I got. Peace, Pancho Savage. What do you guys think? Would you have done that?
If I got an alert that's saying that there was a missile about to hit in the area that I was in.
And then you found out after that it was fake and you were scared and you were like, oh my God, I could have died.
After?
Yeah.
Or during?
After.
After, I would have been...
And you were super happy you were alive.
Did you guys, speaking of that that missile alert, did you guys see that a Pornhub posted like how that affected the traffic?
Yeah.
Oh, they had a spike?
Yeah, that's why he said execute. He do what they would do, watch X videos.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like it only dropped 77%.
So people that
So
thought they were gonna die, they'd be like,
that means that there's 23% of the people that were like, I mean,
Yeah.
fuck it, I guess I'm gonna continue. Do you think those 23% were already like mid wank?
No, this is what happened.
Because if you're mid wank, it's kind of hard to stop, right?
Well, they were jerking it, and they got the alert, and they're like, "I'll check it when I'm done. I'll check it when I'm done.
It's like fuck,
I'm about to come."
It's like you can't like stop, right?
Right. It's like when
once the plan is set in motion.
Yeah. It's like once you start pissing and you don't want to stop
That's true.
pissing and then piss.
I think when you start wanking it, I guess you reach a point of no return. Like
Yeah.
that's it. You gotta.
There's only
no
20
matter what.
so
Come hell or high water.
Yeah.
That means 20% in people of Hawaii actually stopped wanking to look at their phone.
Yeah. No, 77% of the people.
I mean, 77%
So 77% of people stopped wanking.
to look at their phone.
The other ones were too far deep. They were in too deep.
Yeah.
They're like
Well.
they reached a point of no return.
Might as well.
Yep.
I'm gonna go out doing what I love.
I mean, why not?
Do you think you would have a new lease on life? Like to think you'd be that close to your untimely demise, or would you just go on and carry on what you were?
I probably would just carry on my life.
I think I would probably like have a moment of clarity where I'm like gonna make all these life changing decisions. I'm gonna do all this, and then it'll probably just fade away in a day or two.
Go back.
Yeah, it'll go back to normal.
It's like a New Year's resolution. You make all these plans, and next year.
Yeah.
Next year's my year.
Yeah. Fuck 2018. 2018 already went to shit.
Anyway,
2019, that'll be my year.
You know what was really funny though about that situation? I guess they did like a report. I didn't really read the article. I just read the headline, but apparently the people that run those alerts, they had like their password on sticky notes on their computers. So of course they messed up.
It's probably like some like garbage ass password, like password 123 or something.
Is that a whole email?
yes, it is. All right. So Poncho.
You don't have to read that whole thing.
So Poncho's next email says, Players Tribune, not to be confused with a professional athlete's whack-ass newspaper that was meant to be by the players, but clearly by their PR people.
I'm going to finish this and I'll drink some more.
Would you like the bottle?
This is actually not that bad. It's like now it just tastes like orange juice.
Saving it for the three of us.
I'm gonna try to pop it so you can hear it.
Oh, that sounded good. That sounded real
Hear
good.
that? That's the sound of hopes and dreams about
Yeah.
to be shattered.
The sound of when did that song come out? That's
Here,
the sound of
pour some more in the Mambas.
Baby Bash.
Don't finish it. I want some.
Pour half of it, and then give Junker the rest of it, and then there's Sprite down there.
Sprite.
7 Up.
Sprite. Everything's a Sprite.
No, it's 7
good,
Up.
right? You want the
Yeah,
rest
that's
of
good. We're taking a Hpnotiq break, for those of you who don't know. That's why we stopped talking. Because we're all pouring.
Oh, this was a courtesy of one of our loyal listeners, Mrs. Bernard.
And Mr. Bernard.
She just used it.
You fucker.
There's other cans right there.
That's not the point. The point is that he's an asshole and you did that on
What?
purpose. Where's the top to the Hpnotiq bottle?
Why? Just throw it away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no, you want to save it for commemorative
Yeah.
purposes.
It probably fell on the floor.
Hold on.
Ooh, you can hear that. You hear that effervescence?
You could just like fill that bottle up with
Antifreeze.
frost blue
Oh, the
Gatorade,
the Gatorade.
and just put it in your liquor cabinet or some shit.
Yeah, he's absolutely right.
So it won't taste as good.
And then you can like give
People
it to-
won't know the
and you
difference.
give it to like your little cousin, like, hey, you want some Hpnotiq?
Yeah.
And they think they're cool.
And then when he pretends to get drunk, you call him a little forget. Like, oh man, Uncle, this Hpnotiq got me all tipsy. He's like, it's just Gatorade, you little queer.
Like, yeah, I do that. All right, anyway. So it says, hi, all. With the hashtag #MeToo movement plowing forward with full head of steam and without any end in sight, I thought I'd take Mamba's advice and get ahead of this thing before I get trampled by the train.
What did I say?
About
Getting ahead of it.
getting ahead of it. So
Controlling
telling-
the narrative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, control the narrative.
It says, I'm doing this by putting my story out there. That's why this email's long, because he's got a story to tell. Look at this.
Holy shit.
So it says, when I was in undergrad, I knew this girl who we'll call Myra.
Nice. I don't think he knows.
That's funny because it's your wife's name.
Anyway, who all my bros tried getting with, and with only to get shot down hard as fuck. Over the years and unwittingly, I caught her attention and word made its way to me that she was into me. One night, I went out with my bras to get wrecked, and another bra, who was dating a woman who was close friends with Myra, let me and the entire gang know that Myra had told her friends that she was going to smash me that night.
Whoa.
Amongst that, many high fives and woots woots I got.
This was definitely in the odds.
Yep.
If they gave out woot woots.
I felt the weight of 1,000 men bearing down my chest because I knew that I had the standard to live up to, which was to rock this chick's world.
Damn.
So as you can imagine,
That's a lot of weight.
I started drinking the instant to build the courage
Imagine the weight of just one man on your chest.
to be assertive with her. Anyway, fast forward to us at the bar, and as expected, this chick was on me like JYD on sausage pizza. It's actually Mamba on sausage pizza.
More like JYD on sausage.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. He's
That,
making.
that sounds like a homophobic comment, guys.
No, he's just making a comment on how
What's
you
wrong
like
with liking sausage?
Nothing.
I was
I didn't mean
What if
pointing
you
out,
like big, fat, thick sausage?
I know you do.
pointing out your
what's wrong
love
with
for
that?
deli
You,
meats.
you also like tube steak, right?
Yeah, what's wrong
Raw
with that? Yeah,
tube steak.
what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
With cream filling.
Nothing. At all.
Ah,
Do you like to squeeze out the cream
Yeah.
filling with your hands
Yeah.
before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
I bet
wrong
you
with
do.
that?
Nothing.
Okay, then why bring it up?
Damn, someone's a little touchy today. Drink more Hpnotiq. Maybe you'll relax.
All right. Anyway, he says, we danced and drank the night away. My goal was to get turned a good amount because when I got whiskey, because I get whiskey dick.
Damn.
I last longer than Mama in a McDonald's drive-through
Damn.
line at 6 p.m.
Get him off, you mamba.
In between,
I have you know, McDonald's takes a long ass time depending on how much food you get.
Oh, especially if there's only one person.
Yeah, they can only serve drinks.
in between me slapping / grabbing that ass on the dance floor and getting high fives from my bros,
And many woot woots.
and for getting with this chick none of them could get with, we got pretty damn crunk. Side note, she had a big old dunk, so best believe I was getting my hands all over that ass.
Where did he get all this
All that ass.
his slang from?
From the aughts.
The
Yeah.
odds, dude.
He's reliving his
Yeah.
His
past. He's
youth.
got to talk like
Yeah.
if it was, Anyway, at some point we decided to walk / stumble to her place.
He speaks slang like Bella Hadid.
That was so bad. But homeboy, he's gonna get it.
It's fresh.
We should play that Bella Hadid thing again. Just
Anyway,
continue.
and once there, we drunkenly started to go at it. It's been over 12 years, so my memory is a bit hazy. But I think I was trying to pull he put Aziz. I mean, he meant Aziz. And Aziz, and get her to go down on me. But when she declined verbally and physically, I left it as is, and we continued making out and undressing one another. Not too long after that, she was on top of me, and I got one thrust before she fell over, and I realized she was crunk as fuck. I was drunk too, but I think she was a bit ahead of me. At that point, I thought that maybe I should get home. As I was thinking that, she ran to the bathroom for what I thought was a good puking, but to my surprise, I didn't hear any vomiting sounds. She was in there for a good few minutes, and the mood was clearly de-escalated. Matter of fact, she was in there so long that my dong went down like our crypto value has the past 2 weeks.
That's a free fall.
And I was heavily leaning towards just heading home after she got out. Anyway, after a few minutes... Oh, sorry, I lost my place. After a few minutes that felt like an eternity of waiting on her, she stumbled out of the bathroom like a drunk bat out of a cave and landed on the bed right next to me face down. She started half-heartedly and sloppily trying to make out with me and to get things spicy again, but she ended up half falling asleep. At this point, I'm 100% done with any idea of smashing, and I head to the bathroom all while she snored loud as fuck to take a leak because we had been drinking so much that night, and I held it in for a while. Lo and behold, when I flipped the toilet cover up to take a piss, there was a turd the size of a baby staring at me right in the eye, along with brown
Nice.
hued toilet paper floating around like a shark around its prey.
Well, at least she wiped.
She
Nah.
wiped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least she wiped.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Up until then,
So that means groceries are good to go, right?
Yeah.
that's gross.
It's dark. You can't tell.
Mamba, have some fucking standards, my friend.
When the lights are off, you don't know what's what.
You're gross, dude. Anyway, up until then, I thought I'd probably spend the night at her place and maybe try to smash in the morning when we were both sober. But after witnessing and smelling what went down in the bathroom, I decided to head home instead. I pissed around her turd and didn't flush because I thought it'd be funny to leave it there. On my way out, I tell her I'm heading home. She mumbles something back and I leave. Fast forward to next week and I hear word that she told her friends that I may have done some things to her without her consent. I mean, I technically got one pump in her initiative. What the fuck? Initiative before my drunk.
Initially, maybe?
No, it doesn't. Well, he said
Well,
initiative.
maybe he might have been initially.
Yeah, maybe.
He got one pump initially.
Initially, before my drunk mind realized she was wasted and ended things. Even after the happenings of that night, we made out, fooled around a little on her instance, and on other complete sober circumstances. But my interest in her waned after because I was never that into her, and hearing that she thought I could have done something like that to her, so I was mentally done, even considering pursuing her. And things completely stopped not too long after all those instances that we saw each other. Nothing ever went to the police, but I felt shitty for what went down. To this day, I still don't know if I was right. What are y'all thoughts? Side note, I totally pulled a James Franco on another chick who I had a hookup understanding with. You know, the kind of chick you call after partying and failing to get with the other chick while out. On one occasion, I hit her up with what you do in text after 2 a.m.
Which we all know what that means.
And before you knew it, I had company for the night. Anyway, she was always down to give me dome and smash. But she insisted that I not deposit bodily fluids in her mouth. Being in college, punk, and going through a bad boy phase, didn't care and did it anyway. On that one occasion...
Gave her a mouthful.
Hell yeah. On one occasion, she got so pissed and spat it out on my shirt. She ended up storming out, and I thought that was the end of that. But she ended up hitting me up a week later with a subtext. You know, sup.
Like, sup?
Yeah.
Hey, stranger.
And it was on like Donkey Kong.
Hey, oh, it's the other one. Hey, big head.
Oh, hey, big head.
Anyway, that's all I got. I hope I put this out there. I'm ahead of this thing and will not be boycotted. Sincerely, Pancho.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's good that you put it out there. Nobody knows that we don't know who you are. But if anybody did want to accuse you, you could say, oh, I put it out there first.
Yep. And it's public domain now.
Yeah.
So, do you think he was right?
And what?
Whatever he did.
No, I think he did the right thing.
He left. He didn't technically do anything. And if he did, it sounded like the way he made it seem like it was consensual.
Well, it sounded like it was consensual. And when he realized, okay, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean,
he didn't like
he could have
force himself. He could have. Yeah, he could have smashed.
He could have smashed. He could have been like, look, baby girl, either we smashing or I'm smashing.
Let's talk about Aziz, because we didn't get to talk about this last time. What do you think about his whole situation?
I didn't read what happened.
I read the whole story.
You didn't read what happened?
No. I just know that some girl said that she felt like he was being too pushy.
Basically, she said she went out. The headline was I went on a date with Aziz and it was the worst night of my life. I mean, if that was the worst night of her life, then she leads a pretty nice life.
So what exactly did he do?
So basically, this girl goes. She meets Aziz. You know, she gets to go backstage.
Was he famous at this point?
Yeah, he's already famous.
They met at like the Golden Globes or some bullshit.
Oh,
they met at
sounds like a great night.
So they meet. They start flirting. They exchange numbers. And then he's like, and then I guess they go on a date.
They start texting back and forth.
They start texting back and forth. Like, hey, we should go on a date. So they go on a date out to this restaurant. After that, they go back to his place. They start making out. You know, he kind of like gives her some fellation. And I don't. Did she dome him off or no?
Yes.
Or she initially started.
She did. She domed him off.
She initially started doming him off. He goes on her. He's trying to let's get it in, but she's like kind of like hesitant, and he's like, okay, fine. So they kind of stop. You know, I guess they start drinking wine, whatever, and then later on they start making out again.
And she domes him off again.
She domes him off again, and then he's trying to escalate it, and she's like, I guess she's hesitant, so he's like, okay. So then I guess he stops, and
throughout this whole day, basically back and forth. This
it
whole
was
night.
kind of a back and forth. It was a cat and mouse.
So at no point did, after feeling uncomfortable, did she get up and leave?
Nope.
No.
She never once. She said she made nonverbal and physical cues that she was uncomfortable. She never said she was uncomfortable. She never got up and left, and she never said I want to leave.
But she gave nonverbal and physical cues that, hey, this is not. And apparently he did kind of back off, but then
he continued.
And then she gave more nonverbal cues that she wasn't comfortable.
And
so
by the end of the night, when she said she finally wanted to leave, he paid for her Uber for her to leave.
He got her an Uber.
What a gentleman.
And then she texted him the next day, or he texted her, and she said, you made me feel real uncomfortable last night. What you did was really not cool, blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't feel good. And he apologized for it and said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't realize.
I guess I picked up the wrong signals,
right.
Blah, blah, blah. I mean.
And that's pretty much the end of it.
That's it?
That's it.
What a bitch.
No, you know what's funny? Because if, like Junkyard said, you got to read between the lines, right? So if you read the story, even when you read it, when they talk about how they go to the restaurant, there's like at least half a paragraph on her complaining on how he ordered the wine. He ordered red wine,
and she liked white.
She didn't want red wine. She liked white wine, but he ordered red wine. He didn't ask her what she wanted, but she didn't say she wanted white wine, so she just drank the red wine, even though she wanted white wine. I was like, how is this relevant?
So, look, okay, this is my take on it. So, this is the way I see it. I'm not saying what Aziz did was right.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Obviously, he was being pushy and whatnot. I mean, I can kind of sympathize with him because I'm a guy and I want to fuck too, and everybody wants to fuck. And the first thing we think of is fucking girls.
Is we trying to fuck? Yeah,
and I can understand like him trying to fuck and I don't blame him for that. Maybe he was a little pushy, but aren't we all at some point?
Well,
hold on. Second of all, she didn't say anything. She didn't open her mouth. She said she had verbal, nonverbal cues, nonverbal and physical cues. But let's be honest.
He's not a mind reader.
We're not. Guys aren't the most we're not able to read girls.
Not only that,
very well.
Not only that, but
in general.
Not only that, but exactly. Not only that, but like.
This is the first time seeing each other.
Like guys have hard enough time picking up those cues from their significant others that they've known
for years.
Imagine trying to get that from a stranger. It's like, it's kind of a reach. That's why she should have been like, look,
I'm not comfortable.
Or she just said like, look, it's not going to happen tonight.
Right.
We're not going to fuck.
Right. And if she would have just flat out and said, no, we're not fucking. Like if she straight out and said, we're not fucking, and he kept trying and trying, and she said, no, I'm not comfortable. I want to leave, and he kept on trying to force it.
Yeah.
Then that's a different story.
Or if he kept her from leaving.
Right. That's a different story altogether. But
she's like, all right, I want
to. She stayed. She didn't try leaving, not once.
When she did try leaving, all right, cool, I'll get you an Uber.
Yeah, exactly. And then after she told him how she felt, he apologized.
Maybe she was mad because he didn't get her an Uber Black.
Maybe.
So do you think
he got her Uber X, and she was like, first the red wine, now it's just the Uber X.
Do you think maybe she got caught up in all this Me Too movement, and she was like,
possibly,
and she was, I think, because it was a Vice article, right?
No, it was a Babe article.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's an online.
It's kind of like Variety,
like Jezebel.
No, actually, Babe is not as bad as Jezebel.
But it's like a feminist type paper, right?
Yeah, it's.
But yeah, she probably got
feminist oriented.
She probably got caught up in this Me Too movement, and she was like, she probably wanted an article, maybe gain some notoriety. She was like, oh,
She's a photographer.
Let me write something about this guy.
Yeah, like I said, again, I'm not defending Aziz, but. I mean, she could have done a lot more to get out of that situation. If she really felt uncomfortable, she could have done a lot more. Yeah. She could be like, I don't feel comfortable, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Easy as that. And, I mean, I don't know. She kept on saying, like, maybe that she felt, the pressure of being with him and blah, blah. Like,
that's not his fault.
Right. I mean, I get that. Like I said, I'm not defending him, but I do understand the willingness. Like, there's times where I'm with my wife and I want to fuck and she doesn't. And sometimes I try to push a little bit just to see if maybe she changes her mind. Like,
okay, well,
you
just admitted rape, friend.
No, I didn't say.
You just admitted.
I didn't say I I didn't say I penetrated her without her.
You just admitted to.
You must have to do.
No. You just confessed to spousal rape.
No.
I
because-
bet
Wait.
the amount of
There's
convincing.
no such. First of all, hold on. There's no such thing as spousal rape. As soon as you get married,
don't say
she
it.
becomes your
What you gonna
property.
say?
I'm joking. It's a joke.
How much?
Calm down.
How much convincing do you have to do with your wife?
Not much.
A lot, clearly.
Not much. But with my
I mean, it took him like how many years to get her here? So
Yeah,
obviously,
you're like, look, you're in my bed, you're in my house.
it was more with my ex.
You're not even in your home country.
My ex.
Kinda.
My ex fiance was very prude. Would be a nice way of putting it.
So like,
so did you have to do a lot of convincing?
With her, yes.
so it's your current wife.
So
No, I don't have.
You
to
don't
do
have
much.
to. You don't have to threaten, but there's certain implications. Like she's far away from home. There's nobody gonna come to her rescue.
Exactly. Do you remind her of that?
No, I
like,
don't.
Like, do you bust out your nub, and then when she's like, oh no, I'm tired. He's like, oh, and then you just bust out a map, like, oh, look at Mexico. Look how far it is from where we are.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, does the mood change?
No. It doesn't.
Like you're kind of staying in my house.
Like it's actually kind of scary that you thought of that.
It's like you look at the weather, like, oh, it's really cold out there. Isn't it nice that you
You
have
got
this
this
place
nice
to stay?
warm room.
Isn't it a little too warm?
Yeah. There's the only thing you got to do to continue to stay here is maybe suck a little dick. You know.
Damn, junkyard. You're a terrible person.
I never said I did that.
You're
you guys
a
are
terrible person.
you guys are making this all up. Anyway, but everybody's pushed. I'm sure you guys have pushed a little bit
Nope,
to try
not
to.
once.
I usually.
I don't push. I get pushed.
Yeah, right. Sure,
I'm
you do.
pretty good. No, I've been. I like to think that I've been pretty. Well, when I have been turned down, like the girls that have turned me down have like straight up told me like no. Like I remember my ex-girlfriend. It was like the 4th of July. I was actually hanging with Tony. It's the 4th of
Whoa,
July.
whoa! Why are you bringing Tony into this?
Well, he was there.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't at the girl's house, but
Wait, you witnessed him?
yeah,
trying to
he
get
fucked
some?
her, and I
Yeah.
didn't get to.
I was like, go ahead, Mamba, have at it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And she was like, no, I want him, the skinny one. But no, I was hanging with Tony and our buddy True Rock.
Damn, 4-way.
And this girl hit me. She was my ex-girlfriend. She hit me up. She was like, hey, want to hang out? And I was like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. She's like, oh, I'll just sleep over. So I go over her house. She's like, I don't want to hang in my living room. I'm tired. Let's go in my bed. I'm like, well, yeah. Straight
That
to
sounds
it.
like a great idea.
And I'm like, we've already had sex. It's going to be, just get straight to it.
It's like riding a bike.
She turned off the light and I laid down next to her and then I like rolled my arm over and tried to wrap it around her and she right away she was like, I'm not having sex with you. I'm like, okay. And I just turned around and went to sleep. That was it. So she was pretty straight up. I've never had to like feel a situation out.
Yeah.
And then I woke up early
Did
that
you like?
that next morning and I got my I got my pants on and I was about to leave. She was like, oh, you don't have to leave. You can sleep. And I'm like, oh, I kind of want to leave. What am I going to do here?
Yeah. Obviously, there's
Yeah.
nothing to do here.
Yeah, there's nothing to do here.
Like, no pun intended, but there's nothing to do here.
Yeah, there's nothing for me here. So, yeah, the girls that have turned me down have been pretty,
Straightforward.
straightforward. I haven't had to guess.
I can't say I've ever been turned down when I got to that point. Usually, I get turned down a lot sooner than that. like, so that, like I remember I was at
When
a
you
party.
say hello,
I was at a party and there was one girl that she was like I kind of had the feeling she liked me, and only because she started paying attention to me a lot after I started after this other girl started flirting with me.
Try from there.
So I'm like, huh, look whose stock just went up. So anyway, she's like flirting with me, and she's jealous, It's like, oh, so you're gonna talk to this girl, or are you gonna go dance with this girl? We're at like a house party. I'm like, no, she's actually not coming today. It's like, oh, the blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, okay, you're just jealous. So anyway, so she starts dancing on me. We start drinking like all night. She's grinding on me, and then and there's I forgot what song came out. Some fucking R&B song came on, and then I go in to make out with her, and she's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess
I'll wait for that other girl.
I guess I'll see you later. And yeah. So yeah, usually when I get rejected, it comes early on. Very early on. Like, hey, how's it going? Nope. Oh, okay, well.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, how you doing? I have a boyfriend. Oh, okay.
Okay, well.
The only time I ever had to like actually push was my ex fiance, like I said, because she was very prude, and like we worked together for 10 years.
Did she ever like tell you no straight up?
No, she'd always be like, well, yes and no. Like she wouldn't just say no. She'd be like, I don't feel like it, or like I'm tired, stuff like that. You know, girl excuses.
At what point, like if you're like, say you were engaged to her, let's just say you're married. At what point do you like just say, how do I word this? Like, okay, how many times do you have to hear somebody say no? Doesn't if she's your spouse, doesn't she kind of have like an obligation to, you know, every once in a while, maybe?
I mean, I think that you have needs that need to be met,
Man's gotta eat.
And if you don't eat at home,
You
you
gotta
gotta
eat
eat somewhere.
Look where she's at now, right? She's not here enjoying this nice warm house.
Yeah.
She's somewhere enjoying your TV.
She's not bringing you.
And my couch.
She's not bringing you 7-Up.
Hell no. That's why. See, I bet you first of all, if I was still with her, you motherfuckers wouldn't be here because she's telling you to leave.
She would have came down, not to bring us 7-Up. She would
tell
have
you
came
to
down
get the
and
fuck
tell us
out.
to leave.
I think your ex-fiance played the long game. She just wanted your TV.
She was like, you know what?
She paid for half of it.
She's like, one day he's gonna get a nice TV and I'm gonna walk away with it. But for now, I'm gonna bide my time because right now all they got are these 480p TVs. I'm waiting for that 720.
Yeah, right.
I'm waiting for that digital projection TV to come out. That technology is gonna take over the world.
Yeah, sounds very plausible.
Hey, she probably wants a 4K. She's going to hit you up soon.
Once those 4K TVs come out, she's like, hey stranger.
Yeah.
Hey big head, what's up?
Hey, big head. But anyway, like, and when I pushed, it wasn't like that hard. It was like, come on, we gotta fuck right now. Like, I'd be like, and aren't you like? She's like, I'm tired. I'm like, yeah, so am I. But
Yeah,
all
all you gotta do is lay there.
yeah, like all you do is lay there anyway, even when you're not tired. Might as well. She's not doing anything different.
Oh, it's all getting aired out tonight.
Tell us how you really feel, Junkyard.
What was I going to say? So I
hope she listens to this.
I appreciate the Me Too movement. There's another one. Hashtag. I know there's Me Too.
Hashtag I've been sexually harassed.
No, there's another one.
Hashtag I've been sexually assaulted.
Anyways, so it's taken over like Hollywood. I was watching the Grammys the other night, and it was very, it was topical. And they had a lot. They were talking about it, and they had this one performance with a bunch of women. The problem that I had with it is that the lead singer of that group of women was Kesha. Now I know that Kesha has had problems.
Whoa. Be careful where you tread with this, because
I know.
Tony is very,
I have
very sensitive about Kesha.
I have very strong
and her situation.
opinions about Kesha.
I understand her plight.
Tread lightly.
And I sympathize with her. She allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
got sexually
Sexually raped.
Sexually abused.
She was raped
by what's her name? That guy,
Dr. Uncle Bob.
No, his name was Doctor something.
Yeah,
but by her
sure?
manager.
I thought it was Uncle Bob's
No,
like
no,
records.
Doctor something.
No, he was some garbage.
Yeah,
exec.
by her exec and Sony, she got like screwed over by them. And I understand why they did it, but they didn't have to let her sing live.
Why? Because she's a horrible singer?
Oh my God, the worst. You probably did more damage to your movement by letting her sing live.
So it has nothing to do with her sexual assault. No. It has to do with her shitty singing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I have nothing against that.
I feel bad for her situation. She got raped by her producer.
Dr. Luke.
Dr. Luke, there you go, by Dr.
But
Luke.
it does not change the fact that she sucks.
And Sony wouldn't leave her from her contract, even though she took him to court.
If she sucked that bad, why didn't Sony let her go? Like, be like, you suck anyway. Go ahead.
I mean,
find another contract.
You know what?
Good luck.
You know what? Then that proves even more, beyond a shadow of a doubt, how shady Sony was. Because obviously, if she does suck, she'd be like, all right, fuck it, leave. But they purposely didn't let her leave out of spite, even though she fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like
she has some
your boy Chris Brown.
She has some hit songs, obviously.
Hey. Chris Brown is a changed man. By changed man, I mean he changes the women he beats very often.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, I see women on Instagram or social media that are like strong women and they're feminists, which is fine, which is great. but then they like take a snapshot of their phone while they listen to Chris Brown, and there's like heart emojis. Man, I love him. Well, he'll fuck you up.
Yeah. Do you also love those hands?
Yeah. One of my favorite internet memes. There's a picture of him on the sidewalk, and his ex-girlfriend Karuchi is walking with a security guard, and then the caption is Chris Brown like coming up to her. He's like, say you don't love me and I'll leave you alone. And she tries to say, I don't. He's like, bitch, bitch, I'm gonna slap the shit out you.
Domestic violence is not funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
But, Rihanna had the right idea. Now she's like more popular than ever.
She was always that popular, I think.
No, now she's more popular.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I think she is. Anyways, Kesha sucks at singing live. But I sympathize with her situation. Yeah. Just don't put her in front of a microphone again.
So anyway, yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I think I kind of wanted to have a girl on to talk about this as well because, like, we're three guys in the basement. It's easy for us to say, like,
Why you gotta like?
that. I'm just saying.
Why you gotta put us out like that?
No, I don't think it's just.
Why you gotta say we're in a basement?
I don't think it's just.
Can you be a little? Can you at least make it sound a little more respectable? Like
We're in a
studio.
By basement, I mean the bottom floor of a 10-story building
We're in a state-of-the-art, soundproof.
studio.
Yes, exactly.
It just so happens to be in the basement.
Yeah.
Just happens to be the lowest level, making it the basement.
Gotcha.
But we got everything you need. We got alcohol.
All the amenities.
Yeah,
Good.
Hpnotiq.
Good lighting.
It's from France, guys. It's imported.
Servants
You know it's not cheap.
from exotic countries. Yeah. What are we talking about now? So 15 minutes, right? We got 15 minutes left.
All right, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's.
Cut this short.
Got no more emails?
No, that's it.
Okay, good.
Anyway, all right. But we do have.
No news story.
No, we don't have a new story, actually. I didn't pick one for this week since you want to get out early. For everybody who's listening, Mama wants to leave early.
Damn.
It's not that I want to leave early.
So for those of you that are on those long drives,
Maybe a truck driver.
and maybe a truck driver, and you're expecting a nice long episode,
Today's not that day.
and you can thank Mamba.
Send your email.
You know, I don't feel bad because said truck driver that you're talking about is enjoying a nice vacation in California and other places. I don't know. I didn't realize truck drivers made so much money, so I don't feel bad for him.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's get to our next segment, shall we?
So if you don't like it, you can cry into your pile of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Man, I definitely had a gripe, but I just forgot it.
Well, it's all right. Tony's going first. Tony.
I don't have any gripes, man.
Motherfucker, you never have a gripe.
Life is good, man.
Oh man,
Like,
what the
can't,
fuck
dude,
was I gonna
crypto's
say?
down. You should have plenty of grapes.
He's probably still at double his
Yeah, I'm still
investment.
It's down by a lot.
not that much. A majority of my stake is in Neo, and Neo's like
What about Ethereum? Ethereum's still staying
Ethereum's
strong.
like So I'm good.
Bitcoin's down hard as fuck.
Oh yeah, Bitcoin's down, but I mean that'll recover.
I was thinking about buying some.
Dude, now's the time.
It's on sale.
Because according to Tony D, summer 2018
Is
going
the year.
to the moon.
Going to
What
the
if-
moon.
What if everything just completely keeps dropping and never stops falling,
Buy more.
Yeah, you buy
and
more.
it just never goes up again? And it just that's where
you keep buying
Yeah.
you keep buying. Till when? When do you stop buying?
till it starts going up.
Yeah.
What if it never goes up?
Oh, they will go up.
And what if it doesn't?
That's why you should only invest what you can afford to lose.
Yeah.
You just like keep buying.
You keep buying with what you can afford to lose.
Sooner or later, that amount, if you keep buying, that amount is not going to be what you can afford to lose.
Hey,
Then
man.
you stop buying.
I think
That's when you stop.
Oh.
Obviously, we are not financial experts. This is not financial advice. Don't listen to us.
If Pancho listen to you, look where he's at.
Hey man, I gave Pancho. I did not give him financial advice. I just told him this is what I would do.
you're like Junkyard. You're Junkyard like, don't listen to me. I wouldn't bet on this fight.
Exactly.
But this is who I would
this
choose.
is who I would choose if I had to pick.
But I'm
Oh.
not going to bet.
Hold on. Speaking of
No.
that, hold on, real quick, because I actually did have something to talk about. See, now you reminded me. This is
Oh
your
my
fault.
God.
This is your fault
This
for
Hpnotiq is running through me. I got to piss.
You can do it while I do this.
I'll do it right here. I'll do it right here.
These are not leather couches, by
Yeah.
the way.
What is my gripe? I had a gripe.
Think about it while I do this real quick. So real fast. This is actually not really MMA related. I also wanted to have a guest for this, but obviously we short on time. So Ronda Rousey made her debut in WWE this
Are
weekend.
you excited?
No, I'm not.
I'm very excited.
I hate wrestling.
It is the it is like the perfect marriage of two extreme sports.
For those of you who don't watch wrestling, which if it's most of you, you're very smart. The Royal Rumble was this weekend, and Ronda came out and surprised everybody. The only reason I know about it is because it's all over fucking Facebook, and I did watch that video because I can't pass up a good Ronda video. And she did not say a word, which was very smart on the WWE's part because she can't act.
She's the worst actress
Yes.
ever.
Have you guys ever seen Fast and Furious?
Yes, and she had like two lines in that movie.
Yeah, she's fucking great.
All she did was point at a WrestleMania sign the whole time. That's it.
And walked out.
And she walked away. She was
Oh,
wearing-
no, but she shook Asuka's hand.
I don't know who that is.
The Japanese girl who won Royal Rumble.
I don't care. It's Ronda Rousey. That's all I care
I've
about.
been getting up to date on my wrestling game.
Good job, Mama.
And she walked out wearing Roddy Piper's like outfit basically because she is Rowdy Ronda Rousey. So that's why they fit into the narrative. But anyway, I don't know why she decided to go to wrestling. I don't get it. I get there's money.
Because there's money.
Yeah, but I think she should have stuck with fighting. I still think she could have
Do you think she?
been accomplished.
Because why wouldn't she? She's gonna make more money with less risk.
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, that's true. But like, I'm just holding out hope that like she's not done because she still had
She's done.
talent
She's done.
and she still like had a chance to be competitive.
She had a good run. I think it's time to move on. And if she can get paid, get paid.
She didn't evolve with the sport. Like, I will say that she took the sport in a new direction and she paved the way for women's MMA. But the problem is that she was stuck in her ways. She didn't evolve. She never worked on her striking. Her striking was shit. And women just got better and she got left in the dust. Now you got animals. Well, let me not say animals.
Got beasts.
Yeah, you got beasts like Amanda Nunes, Cyborg, even Holly Holm. I mean,
Well,
she's-
Cyborg is a higher weight class, so she.
Well, I'm just saying, like in general, women's MMA is like on the next level. Even watching Johanna Champion fight, like
She lost.
yeah, but she won almost every fight till then.
Yeah, but if you look at everybody who's in the women's division, she's beat a lot of them still to this day.
Yeah, but they weren't on the same. I don't think
See,
they're on the same.
I think what Mama's saying is right. Like she didn't adapt.
Sport changed,
I don't know. I don't think that's what happened. I think that they were just better fighters that came out.
okay, and she didn't.
And she did not improve.
You saw with Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes, she went in there looking like a rookie. Like she wasn't even. She doesn't move her head. She was stiff as a board. Amanda Nunes hit her with a punch, and she immediately just tried to grab her. It looked like she was fighting a kid.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I feel like Ronda she was in her own head. Like she came back from the loss with Holly. She didn't give herself a chance to like she was still shocked.
They should
by the
have.
Holly
They
loss.
should have gave her a tune-up fight. They should have had her fight.
Yeah,
somebody.
I agree. But anyway, that's just that's our, not an MMA segment for today.
So now we should have not a WWE segment.
No, fuck WWE.
Hell yeah!
Anyway, all right, Tony, what's your gripe?
I'm not great.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Mamba, what's your gripe?
My gripe was gonna be that I'm kind of tired of Cardi B.
Okay, but
Like she blew up on the scene over the summer. Now I feel like she won't go away. But then I was watching the Grammys and I saw like I
her
was
sing with Bruno Mars.
not singing with Bruno, but just like how happy she was to be there, like her interviews and everything, and she was like super excited. She looked kind of good. I was like, okay, I like her again. I like her.
Is that your only gripe?
So that's your gripe / not gripe.
Yes. Well, I guess my one gripe is my gripe with all these. It's awards season.
Yeah.
And I feel like award season is going to get worse because I already noticed trends of people already complaining. So, like, this year with the Grammys, you had this R&B singer, I guess she's R&B singer, SZA. I guess she got nominated for 5 Grammys. She didn't win.
Cardi B. Anyway, I just read this article. It says, "Oh, Cardi B and SZA got snubbed from Grammys. The Grammys really dropped the ball. It's like maybe they just weren't that great. Maybe they're better people. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, why do you have to always complain and say they got snubbed? Maybe they just weren't as good.
Why do people care so much?
Yeah, exactly. It's the Grammys. The Grammys doesn't even scratch the surface of how much music there are. I don't even see the point in it, but people still watch it. I watch it because my girlfriend wanted to watch it. But then, you know, Oscar season's coming up.
The best season of all.
Yeah, and then
That I will watch. I do like.
I haven't watched any of the Oscar nominated movies.
the last movie I saw was I, Tonya. It was great.
That was nominated, was it?
No, but
Are you gonna have an Oscar party, Junker?
No, I never have an Oscar party. I probably work that day. Who knows?
what's on a
I thought
Sunday?
you liked the Oscars.
I do. I usually if I work, I'll just record and watch them.
What if you don't work? You gonna have an Oscar party?
No. Why don't you have an Oscar party?
I don't like the Oscars. But if
Then why would you come to the Oscar party?
But if you had one, I would come to it
Oh, okay.
because we're boys.
What if I just had a regular party that wasn't an Oscar party?
But
Could you have the Oscars
Could
on?
you actually be playing in the
No.
background?
It would be a day that the Oscars aren't on.
Oh,
Nah, I'm good.
How would you come if it was a pre-Oscar party? So it was just the day before the Oscars?
Are we watching Oscar-nominated movies?
No.
Nah, I'm good.
I'll play the trailers for the Oscar nominated movies. Anyway, all right.
but yeah, the Oscars are coming up, and I feel like the same thing's going to happen. Like, people are going to be complaining that
Something didn't win. Something
Get
got
Out didn't
snubbed.
win. Get Out was a good movie. It was a great movie.
Oh, I'm
actually.
lying. That one got nominated for Best Picture. I
Yeah.
did watch that. I did watch that
Spoiler
one.
alert, I haven't watched it
There's
yet.
this, we're not going to spoil it. I think
I
I don't know what his name is, but the lead guy, he got Best Actor.
I thought it was good. I don't know if it's Oscar worthy, but whatever.
But yeah, if that loses, you know, people are going to complain.
It's because they were black and nobody likes it and blah blah.
So, like, you can't win.
No. With anything, any awards, not just the Oscars. It's you're like you said, Grammys, everything.
You can't win.
Nope. Anyway, good, great, Mamba. I agree with you.
Hell no,
I don't need your approval.
motherfuckers. Wake the fuck up.
I didn't say you did. I just said that I agree with you. I can't agree.
Yeah, it's like whenever there's a Mexican director, because there's like a bunch of them, and they don't win, it's not like I get all butthurt. I'm like, okay.
It's because you're not really Mexican. You don't speak Spanish. You're not really Latino.
You're not really a guy. You got a little dick.
I called you a chode.
Fuck. Anyway, all right. So my gripe is, do you guys ever watch YouTube videos about how to do stuff or like video games or
Okay.
anything?
I gotta I feel like my gripe is people are gonna think I'm racist.
It depends. Are you complaining about a certain demographic? A certain group of people?
I'm not complaining about a certain group of people. I'm just complaining about the outcry and saying that, you know, the reason why certain things don't get picked is because of
Race.
the certain color of certain people.
So that's not
what?
racist.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm not racist. Just want to put that out there.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta get ahead of the narrative.
Get ahead of the narrative.
Anyway, so my gripe is when you guys watch YouTube videos, like anything that they're doing stuff like showing you
Yeah,
how
I
to do
hate
something-
Logan Paul too.
No,
That's
it's
your
not-
gripe, right?
No, it's Logan Paul.
Oh,
Fuck
okay.
that guy.
It's the techno music, that shitty ass techno music that every fucking YouTube video plays.
Really?
Like, have you ever like really listened to a YouTube video?
I mean, I watch a shitload of instructional videos, but I never really pay attention to the background music.
Dude, they always play some shitty ass like fake. Like it's not even like real techno. It's like electronic music, but like it's not like popular, obviously, because they can't use like popular music, so YouTube will flag it. It's more like what do you call it? Like something somebody made using Fruity Loops or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not very good. It's just shitty. It's shitty.
Give us an example.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up right now. But yeah.
Like, what prompted this?
So okay, earlier today, so there's a new game out. I'm not a gamer.
What game
I'm not.
is it?
I'm not claiming to be a gamer.
What game is it?
PUNBG
PUBG?
PUBG.
You're an idiot.
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, there goes our Hpnotiq model.
It turns out it's Players Unknown Battlegrounds.
Yeah, player on
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Like I said, I prefaced this by saying I'm not a gamer. And
PUNG.
people kept on talking about it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I
For those who don't know, PUBG is like the hottest game right now.
Yeah, I don't know why. I watched a quick trailer with that shitty ass music and it didn't look that good. So I looked up a PUBG trailer, and I'm like, and like I said, it's not the only. This isn't the only thing I've seen that has this shitty music on it. It's like a bunch of shit, and I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. So I'm gonna play this here. I'll play the music that's in this PUBG.
Are we gonna get
This
trailer?
Bitcoin
No,
thing's taking over the news. I gotta tell you,
that's an ad.
That is awesome, by the way. Is that really an ad?
Yeah, it's an ad.
craziest true story. You need to know
Fuck that
this.
guy.
This is a story of
Why
somebody
does
who
Ty
missed
Lopez have fucking ads?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Why don't you like him?
He is such a fucking hack.
All right. So this is the video of the PUBG.
Why does he
like,
promise
trailer.
to make it? Hold on, Joker. We're talking about something. Jeez.
Yeah, you interrupted me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, right.
so Ty Lopez.
You keep. How about this? How about you make that your gripe?
So Ty Lopez made his his money on YouTube by being like he has like a picture of of Lamborghinis and fancy houses and talk about how he's made money on investments and things like that. And now he's just trying to get into the crypto game only because of all the hype. So now all of a sudden he's a crypto expert, and like people have already like some of the his quote unquote house where he claims to live is not even his house. It's like a short term rental on Zillow. And like there's just one video where he tries to sell you a course, like I think for $400. It's a series of videos that he made and some of like his expert friends on how to trade Bitcoin, how to make money buying and selling Bitcoin for $400. And it's like, first of all, and if you don't need that shit.
Yeah.
And second of all, like
You just take that 400 and just.
yeah, just
Invest in
buy it.
Bitcoin.
Just buy the Bitcoin. So then but then you watch his video and he is completely he's like such a fucking idiot.
Is he a tool?
He is such a fucking tool. Like he could tell he like does not know what he's talking about, and he's just like on the hype train, like trying to like make money at the hype. Like the best part of it, he's like, yeah, if you get these videos, I will show you how to become how to be a successful trader. It's like I've been all over the world. I've talked to like tons of financial experts. These are the people that have made that are millionaires. They've made millions in Bitcoin. And but they're not in the public light, They made their millions, but they don't want to be known. So they don't want to reveal like their secrets, but they'll tell me. They tell me because I'm friends with them. I'm cool with them, so they'll tell me. So because they tell me, I'm gonna tell you, but you got to pay me $400. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
So he's not doing it for the money though. He just wants to inspire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's doing it because he wants to inspire you. And the best one is like when in the beginning he's
Public service.
He's in the garage with his Lambo. He's like, oh yeah, just here with my Lamborghini, and but what I'm more proud of is these 4 bookshelves I just put back here to hold these 2,000 books I just bought. I'm like, this guy is such a fucking tool, and I don't know. Apparently he has enough viewers because they're just eating that shit up. And like I want to say I feel bad for people that are actually shilling out that kind of money. But hey man, if you're stupid enough to believe it, then I kind of don't feel as bad.
Stupid enough to believe it, might as well invest in Herbalife.
So look, man, if you want, there's this guy on YouTube. His name is Doug Polk. He is the truth. Doug Polk Crypto, hilarious, and he is the truth.
Is he a millionaire?
No, he's not. That's why I like him.
So if he's not a millionaire, then he's obviously not doing very good at crypto.
Because actually, he probably is a millionaire, but he doesn't make money off. I think he makes most of his money. He's like a professional poker player, and he has like a poker channel.
Does he show his Lambos?
No, he doesn't.
If he's a poker player, the only poker player I listen to is Dan Bilzerian.
Who?
Dan Bilzerian.
Oh, Dan.
That guy inherited his money.
Yeah.
He's a real poker player
Real poker
and
player.
an American
Does
hero.
Doug Polk?
But anyway, Doug Polk, half of his videos, like he does crypto news videos, but he actually he does like real news. Like, okay, this is what's going on. This is what's going on in the market. And he'll post videos like calling out all the bullshit that's out there. Like, okay, if you watch this video, this guy's full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And he proves them all wrong. And it's hilarious.
So, is this your gripe?
I finished my juice.
My gripe is like all these YouTubers that, because I mean I'm not gonna claim that I've been in crypto like my whole life. I haven't, but I've been in it long enough before like all this hype started.
I would hope not. Like if you
No, I wouldn't fucking be here.
Why not?
Huh?
Yeah, if I did, I wouldn't be here.
Why? I thought we were boys. and we do podcasts.
Yeah,
together.
we do. We're not that good friends. Come on.
Yeah.
Especially if you say goons after me.
I don't blame. If Tony blew up and he had enough money to just say deuces, I would be like, okay.
If he blew up, I would hope he'd like buy a studio and like better equipment and stuff, and like
No.
make this podcast blow up and put all that money towards our promotion.
I would, if Tony blew up, bought himself a private jet, ran away with like some 21-year-old,
Man,
yeah,
With a big
girl who
dick?
just dropped out of,
What?
of college, and I had never heard from him. I would understand. Like he's living his best life.
Yeah. You have to live your best life.
anyway, all right. Well, that's a good gripe, Tony. I
So, yeah.
guess.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
So
Wake the
Doug Polk good.
Doug Polk is good.
Ty-
There's a few Ty Lopez. That guy's he's a fucking hack. But like when I first started watching it, like there wasn't that much content out there. There was a lot, but it wasn't as much as it is now. Like I remember I had to search, you know, when I wanted to watch like how to do this or how to do things at certain exchanges. I started watching videos on how to like analyze, like how to do like actual analysis, like how to read indicators, like chart indicators, things like that. And like I said, it wasn't like the people that I saw that were really good. They only had like maybe 1,000 subscribers. This one guy had like a couple hundreds. So like, it wasn't even that big. And now all of a sudden, everybody and their mother is trying to like
do it now.
shill out their advice. Like, oh yeah, like but then they're trying to sell it to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't need that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my gripe.
All right, sorry, Junkyard. It's 9:35.
Yeah, thanks for hijacking my fucking gripe.
It's 9:35.
So hold on, well, let me just finish this. I'm almost done.
All right, well,
and we just
like us on
question real
Facebook,
quick.
facebook.com. Follow us on
So-
Twitter, Instagram.
If Tony didn't take up all his goddamn time with his goddamn,
storage, public storage.
so this is the kind of music I'm talking about. My gripe, just real quickly. So you can hear this gunshots for this trailer. Yeah, I'll fast forward a little bit so you can hear this bullshit. So like all the fucking
Dude, that sounds pretty good.
no.
We got to think
Anyway.
who's making this trailer. It's PUBG, so it's a PC game. That means
These are PC gamers.
No, it's not. It's yeah. Some.
So is this the official trailer? Like,
No, it's not.
It's
Some
just
kid
some-
did it.
Oh.
So some kid did. He's probably Eastern European,
But-
Probably like
sitting in a den
15
somewhere.
years old. Look up BitConnect EDM remix.
He uploaded music from his local discotheque.
Oh man.
But it all like to do videos that are shit. Like have this bullshit ass music in the back. It's not exactly the same, but it's like similar, like bullshit. Like it's just
Yeah, I mean, because you need something that's repetitive and doesn't.
no,
take
you
a-
don't. How about you just like
you need
don't
something
put
you need,
something
you
there.
need something that's repetitive and something that won't sue you.
or put
Yeah,
some
it's-
class.
I mean, whoever the fuck made that is not gonna like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I need to go sue this kid.
Something that doesn't take a lot of thought. So if you have just
What
some,
is this Bitcoin
Oh
thing?
my god!
Is it a bubble?
That's the guy.
Shot
He's such a
up
fucking
to-
hack.
What am I looking-
18,000. It's come
Oh.
down to 16,000. What's going on?
Oh, and he pays for his views, by the way. He's like,
Oh, does he?
yeah, he
I'll
does.
tell you this.
Big
this
Connect
weekend
EDM.
I spent some time with some of the top
Oh yeah.
Bitcoin cryptocurrency
Oh, yeah, he did.
experts,
Keep,
in
go on,
the world.
keep it
These are-
playing.
they
Yeah,
call
yeah.
them whales.
This
These are
ad's
people
3
who
minutes
make
long.
hundreds of millions of dollars. And the truth about it is not what they're talking about in the media.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay. So I'm gonna put a link.
I think I went to
if you
school
want
with
to see
this
some
kid.
of the stuff we talked about. If you want to educate yourself on Bitcoin, crypto, is
That's a
this
nice
a
house.
real thing? Is
not
it a
his house.
bubble? It's going to
Still nice.
surprise
Yeah, it is.
you.
You can
Well,
rent it.
One of the top experts in the world.
Yeah.
Told me. Real expert.
Real
somebody
expert.
who's made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Did he refer to
in
them as a
Bitcoin and
whale?
Different cryptocurrencies.
Can I change
so
this now?
if
Dude.
you were like I was at
Hold on.
first,
Mamba's
you're
time's
just
running
like,
out.
What is this thing? Is
Oh no,
Dude,
I did.
yeah, like, yeah, there's a link below. You know what the link takes you to? His course for $400.
Ah,
What's funny is like, yeah, I talked to his.
Everybody, my name is Carlos.
Yeah, this is the one.
I am coming from New York City, New York. Let me tell you guys that I am so excited. I am so happy. I am really so thrilled to be right now sharing this amazing, glorious, super exciting moment of my life with all of you guys. And let me tell you that we are really changing the world as we know it. The world is not anymore
like you
what it
know.
used to be.
No.
No, no,
no.
I mean, the whole video is like this, Joker, so you can stop it. But anyway, look up BitConnect EDM remix. It is the shit.
Isn't that the
That's
thing
the guy.
scam?
Yes, that's pretty much the Ponzi that folded. But the world, as we know,
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
no.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Joker, what was your gripe?
That was it. You heard it. The EDM music on the YouTube videos.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, dear Tony and Mamba, I'm a 50-year-old male engaged to be married to my elementary school
Why
sweetheart,
the fuck listening
Murray.
to our podcast at 50 years old?
I mean, maybe he's embellishing his age. You don't know.
Whatever. Continue.
Maybe he just doesn't want to give his real age. We have a wide variety of listeners, by the way. This will be the second marriage for both of us. We've been dating for 6 years, 3 of which were a long distance relationship. During a time when her mother became ill and sadly passed, Marie told me God had spoken to her and told her not to be sexually active anymore until we're married.
Don't say no more, fam. Dump her.
That's it.
Hold on. I respect
Move on.
and want to honor her and God. But my concern is that we haven't even discussed a wedding date. The earliest could still be 6 or 8 months away. Am I wrong for feeling resentment towards Marie? And will this resentment create problems after marriage with our bedroom life? On hold in South Carolina.
Yes.
It will. Oh, man, this is. Whew. Hold on.
So this kind of goes in with what we were talking
Okay, I
about
gotta
earlier today.
So he's been with her for X amount of years. She went through a rough time, and then God spoke to her and said,
Well, her mom died.
"Yeah, what was the thing? She went through a rough time, and then God spoke to her and said,
No more sex.
no more sex until we're married." Well, I think that's kind of. I'm gonna have to call BS on that. So what he should do is should be like, "Well, guess what, babe? God spoke to me too."
And he said,
And guess what he said?
He said,
He
fucking.
said we need a fuck.
Here's what he's going to do.
So is my God correct or is your God correct?
you got to start your own cult.
But the thing is, we have the same God. So, I mean, either we're going to be at a stalemate or something's got to give.
You got to start your own cult. Recruit some women in, then tell your wife, like, look, honey, not only has God said that we can have sex, but he said I could have sex with all these other women at the same time.
Wow.
Because you know, when God speaks to you, you listen.
That's what God. And also, I'd be like, that's pretty hypocritical of God, honey, because he got somebody pregnant who was married to somebody else.
And she was a virgin.
Yeah, she was a virgin. So he would want us to do this.
Did you guys read that? There was an article about this one guy that was like I forgot what he did. Somebody was on trial for something, and he obviously did it, but he was let go. The judge let him go because God, the judge, I don't know if it was a guy or girl judge, he or she said that God spoke to them and said that he was innocent, so like they let the man go.
What was he on trial for?
I forgot what it was. It was something that he pretty much did. But it was like, oh, God spoke to me and said he was innocent. And I guess because it's in Texas, I think they're like, oh well.
Oh, that makes sense.
Everything bad happened in Texas.
So I guess it's gotta let him go then.
Yeah.
So what do you guys say?
Well, if God says,
Yeah. So basically, if God says this, then you have to believe it, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
you got to play the game. You got to be like, look, hon, God said we got to get our fuck on.
God doesn't want these Mexicans in Texas.
So you say dump him, I mean?
If she
Or dump
can't
her?
convince her,
Well, it depends. When are they getting married?
He doesn't know. That's the whole point.
I mean, if they're 50, I mean, what's
listen,
the point?
man, this is something. Oh yeah, I forgot he's 50. This is something that somebody who's like 18, 19, that's something that should worry about. When you're 50 years old,
And
why
she-
even? You
and
don't
think
have a
about-
lot of time left.
And think about this. She's probably been sexually active this whole time.
Her whole life.
Like, she just stopped, decided, oh, I don't want to do it anymore at 50.
I mean, do you really want to get married at 50?
Yeah, why
Like,
would you?
What are your wedding pictures gonna look like?
Yeah, you're 50 years old. You're not 80.
You're not photogenic.
You still got some life left in you. Just dump her.
Dump her, try to find another hot 50-year-old that wants to fuck.
No, I mean, if you're 50, you're gonna find like a hot 30-year-old.
Or that. Find someone hot.
And
Yeah,
That you
just,
can
just
just
find a hot,
fuck.
Yeah.
just find a hot 30-year-old that has obviously some self-esteem issues.
yeah, whose dad left her.
Yeah, you're good. golden.
Yeah, because 50, you're not. I mean, you're up there, but you're not decrepit.
Yeah.
You can still get your fuck on.
But yeah, but for how long?
There's, I mean,
So your dick stops working.
That's true. The thing, like,
as far as science will let you.
when you're at that age, like, you don't have that much time left.
Uh-huh.
So if she's like, oh, you know, we should like not have any until I'm like, oh, well, you know, I don't have them. There's not much time left in this.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like that thing that I said before. Erections are a finite resource.
I might have ED soon.
Yeah, they're not going to happen very often.
Mamba said it. Yeah, like Mamba said, it's a finite resource.
One day
it will come to.
I'm going to stop getting erections, and that's it's going to be
So-
a crisis.
So what? I think once when you're 50 years old, like I guess erections are a more precious commodity than we are when you're younger. Like if
like
you get one,
water
like,
in
you better.
California.
When you're 18, you have erections all day.
Yeah.
When you're 50, not so much.
So when you have one, you like, oh shit, you got to do something with it. Otherwise, you never know when that might be your last one.
Either
Every erection could be your last,
Either we're fucking.
or I'm fucking.
Yeah, you're 50 years old, man. You shouldn't have to deal with this. If you're like a kid who has all the time in the world, sure, but they're gonna die soon. So do what you can now.
Yeah, you're on the tail end of whatever it is you were
Get
in
it
your
while the
life.
getting's good.
Yeah, get it while the getting's good.
Dump her. Get rid of her.
I agree. Dumper.
Yep. Dumper.
All right. That's unanimous.
And
You know what that means?
Yeah,
Go dump her ass
I'm
right
sure
now.
there's like a dating website for
50-year-olds, yeah.
younger girls who want older guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
daddies.
called, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Solving problems.
Or is there a male cougar website?
I hope not.
The sugar daddy one.
No, but that's like for guys. But you have to have money. What if he's poor?
That you're not gonna get anything if you're poor.
Yeah. Just like if
That's
you're
not how it works.
just like if
If you're a poor hot chick, you'll get plenty of dick. What are you
Yeah,
talking
because
about?
you're a hot chick.
yeah, that's why.
If you're a poor dude, you're not gonna get shit.
yeah.
I guess whatever.
If you're a cougar, you have to be attractive.
Yeah.
Not always.
Yeah,
you do.
No, I've seen guys date nasty ass old chicks.
They're not preferred. Okay, attractive older women are preferred when it comes to cougars.
Okay, then obviously she's not a cougar. Then a cougar's an attractive older woman.
That's not true. It's just an older woman that tries to fuck a younger guy. Doesn't have to be. Never did it state they have to be attractive.
sure?
You ever watch that show Cougar Town?
No,
There was a couple non-attractive girls in there.
I have not seen.
Most of them were attractive, but not
That's
all
why I
of them.
haven't heard of them.
Well, there you go. Anyway, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at NewKidsInThePod. See us on Instagram, also at NewKidsInThePod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, fucking SoundCloud, anywhere. Shoot us an email like Pancho, Juan, Pikachu, fucking everybody today. NewKidsInThePod@gmail.com. Or leave us an email, which we haven't gotten in a long time. 774-40-NKOTP. Mamba? In a world full of cougars?
In a world full of the Me Too movement, put your narrative out there. Put the narrative out there first.
Yep. Get your story out there. Control the narrative.
Control the narrative.
All right, guys. We will check you out next week. Kissies on your dick.
All right, I got to piss.
Right.